You have the application open. Your cursor is hovering over the submit button. You've checked everything. Twice. And then, for some reason, you close the tab. Not forever. Just until you feel a little more ready. Maybe you've done this with a job application, or a workout plan, or a YouTube channel, or a conversation you've been meaning to have for months. And every time, you tell yourself the same thing. I'll do it when I feel ready. Here's the strange part. Have you ever noticed that no matter how long you wait, that feeling never actually arrives? In fact, sometimes the longer you wait, the less ready you feel. Why? Because there's a good chance you've been trying to solve the wrong problem. Most people think they're waiting for readiness. They're not. They're waiting for certainty.
And that's a problem, because certainty is the one thing you're never going to get. Think about what not feeling ready actually means. If you don't feel ready to apply for the job, what are you really saying? Usually it's, I don't know if I'll get rejected. If you don't feel ready to start posting videos, what are you really saying? I don't know if people will judge me. If you don't feel ready to start going to the gym, I don't know if I'll fail, look awkward, or quit. Notice something? The problem isn't that you don't know what to do. The problem is that you don't know what's going to happen. And your brain hates that. In fact, your brain often prefers a guaranteed disappointment over an uncertain outcome. That sounds ridiculous, but think about it. If you don't apply, you can't get rejected. If you don't post, you can't embarrass yourself. If you don't start, you can't fail. Waiting protects you from uncertainty, which is exactly why waiting feels so good in the moment. But there's a catch. The feeling of readiness that you're waiting for, it usually comes after you start, not before. And this is where almost everyone gets stuck. Because we've been taught to believe that successful people are successful because they felt confident enough to begin. But what if it's the opposite? What if they became confident because they began? Think about the first video someone uploads, the first speech someone gives, the first day someone walks into a gym, the first business someone starts. Do they feel ready? Probably not. Do they know exactly what's going to happen? Definitely not. They're uncertain too. The difference is that they stopped treating uncertainty as a stop sign. And once you realize that, the question changes. Instead of asking, how do I finally feel ready? You ask, how much uncertainty am I willing to tolerate? That sounds simple, but it changes everything. Because now, instead of trying to eliminate uncertainty, you're learning to carry it. For example, don't ask, am I ready to start a YouTube channel? Ask, am I willing to upload one imperfect video? Don't ask, am I ready to get fit? Ask, am I willing to feel uncomfortable for 30 minutes? Don't ask, am I ready to apply? Ask, am I willing to risk one rejection? The goal isn't to become fearless. The goal is to become willing. And here's the part nobody tells you. Confidence is one of the few things in life that almost never comes first. You don't become confident and then take action. You take action and then confidence shows up later, sometimes much later, which means that waiting to feel confident before you begin is like waiting to get fit before going to the gym. You're waiting for the result before doing the thing that creates the result. So if there's something you've been putting off, ask yourself this: what's the smallest amount of uncertainty I'm willing to accept today? Because the truth is, you'll probably never feel completely ready. And that's not a sign that you should wait. It's a sign that you're about to do something that matters.